Hey, welcome to the channel for my Premier League predictions game week 12. This is the remake of my original prediction video that I made earlier. After watching Tottenham Hotspur versus Chelsea in game week 11, I decided to remake this video and it will make a lot of sense. So if you're new, subscribe to the channel, put on the notification bell. Anytime I release a video, you may be one of the first people to be notified. Without wasting much of your time, let's get into it one time. Yes, let's begin with the first game is between Wolves versus Tottenham. Going to this game earlier, I predicted Tottenham to win by 3-1. But after watching Tottenham Hotspur versus Chelsea, Tottenham at the moment they have injuries and suspensions and things. So going to this game against Wolves too is not a bad side. In their previous game, that's why they lost 2-1. But going to this game at home with Tottenham, which was just beaten by Chelsea, a struggling Chelsea. I think going to this game is going to be fantastic to watch. I'm predicting a 2-1 win for Wolves. Wolves 2, Tottenham Hotspur 1. Yes, and the next game is between Arsenal versus Burnley. Earlier in my predictions, I predicted Arsenal to win by 3-0. And because in game week 11, Arsenal lost to Newcastle by 1-0. And I made mention that if Arsenal want to still keep their title hold, going to this game is a must-win game for Arsenal. And I think Burnley is not a tough opponent that can resist it. So going to this game, I'm still predicting Arsenal to win by 3-0. Arsenal 3, Burnley 0. So the next game is between Crystal Palace versus Everton. In my previous video, I made mention that the game was going to end in a 1-1 draw, and I'm still standing by it. And I said, even if the game, each of these teams can win it by 2-1, and I will not be surprised. So going to this game, it's a ding-dong affair, and I'm predicting a 1-1 draw. Crystal Palace 1, Everton 1. Yes, and the next game is between Manchester United versus Luton Town. This game is coming on at the Old Trafford, and going to this game, United is coming from a 1-0 victory over Fulham, and Luton Town is also coming from a 1-1 draw with Liverpool. I know Luton Town is going to this game with full of confidence, trying their possible best to end the point. And I already predicted United was going to win by 2-1. And at this point, I still feel like the game is going to end in a draw. I'm predicting United 1, Luton Town 1. Yes, and the next game is between Bournemouth versus Newcastle. Earlier in my prediction, I predicted a 3-0 win for Newcastle. And going to this game, after analyzing, I think this Tottenham game has opened my eyes to so many things. And I think Newcastle going to this game is going to be a tough game. I've changed my mind. I'm now predicting a 2-0 win for Newcastle. Newcastle 2, Bournemouth 0. And the next game is between Aston Villa versus Fulham. I know in my earlier predictions, I predicted a win for Aston Villa. And going to this game, so far so good. I think going to this game is going to be a tough game for both sides. And Villa is going to struggle. That's why I predicted a win for them. But after analyzing certain things, and going to this game with Fulham, I think Fulham is going to win this game by 1-0. Fulham 1, Aston Villa 0. Yes, and the next game is between Brighton versus Sheffield United. Earlier in my prediction, I predicted a 3-1 win for Brighton, and at the moment I've changed my mind because based on some analysis and statistics that I dig in, I think going to this game is going to be a tough game for Brighton, and I'm predicting Sheffield United to win this game by 2-1. Sheffield United 2, Brighton 1. Yes, and the next game is between Liverpool versus Brentford. I earlier predicted a 2-1 win for Liverpool, but after all, this is a remake video, and now I think my diggings and the research, and even after watching Tottenham versus Chelsea, the eye has opened to so many revelations. And going to this game, I'm predicting a draw. I'm predicting Liverpool 2, Brentford 2. Yes, and the next game is between West Ham United versus Nottingham Forest. Earlier in my prediction, I predicted a 3-1 win for West Ham, and I've not changed my mind, and I made mention that Kudus Mohammed was going to get a goal, and I still stand by that prediction. West Ham United 3, Nottingham Forest 1. Yes, and moving on to the last game in game week 12, which is a match between Chelsea versus Manchester City. This is actually the game of the week, and going to this game, Chelsea is coming with a 4-1 victory over Tottenham Hotspur against Manchester City, who also won 6-1 against Bournemouth. So going to this game is a crash of the Titans. I mean, both teams, despite after 2021 Champions League final, Chelsea are not able to beat Manchester City, and I made mention in my earlier video that this week is going to be an exceptional. Chelsea is not going to repeat the same thing that has been happening over the past 2 years. So going to this game is going to be a tough game, and I predicted Chelsea to win by 1-0. I'm still standing by that prediction. Chelsea 1, Manchester City 0. Yeah, so these are my predictions for Game Week 12 2023-24 campaign season. If you're new, subscribe to the channel, show me love, like this video. This is the remake of my original predictions I posted on Monday. So please kindly like this video. Let me know your mind at the comment section about the latest prediction and the latest scoreline. Till we meet in another video, bye bye for now.